Follow the Republic on DVD. It's got the establishment scared. Get your copy for your library. Follow the Republic, detailing how Obama became the first sitting president to violate Article 1, Section 9 of the U.S. Constitution to be the chairman of the UN Security Council. That's only a small part of the film. Infowars.com. Alan, I think the mainstream media on the left and right are destroying their credibility. And they keep denying the world government. They keep denying globalization's taking over. They keep denying what's happening. And I think that the mainstream media's days are numbered. And I think this country is going into revolution. I don't want it to be violent.
No, Alex, come on. That's kind of a hype. That's a very hyper, statement. That's an inflammatory, alarmist kind of statement.
Yes.
We're going into revolution. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that inflames people and gets people all crazy. And I don't know, that's maybe it's your opinion, but there's nothing to really back that up. Come on.
Are you kidding? I mean, how many analysts and forecasters that have been right in the past that we've interviewed from across the political spectrum? And when I say revolution, I mean a political revolution that may entail the Pentagon, in some of their reports, and the British Ministry of Defense believe there are going to be global riots by 2011. They issued that report 3 years ago. I mean, Alan, I know you're a smart guy. You read a lot of mainstream newspapers and stuff, but I read government reports, Alan.
Yeah, well, that's pretty alarmist, Alex, to talk about how there's going to be a revolution. I mean, maybe you've got to define revolution. By revolution, do you mean the end of government as we know it? You mean I'm talking about political realignments, depressions, breakdown in some areas of society. I mean, all the analysts we have on say we're really over 20% unemployment, Alan. Well, that's not the number that's out there. It's 10.2%. You can then add the number of people who aren't even looking anymore. I've not heard the number 20%. Again, this puts you in the alarmist category when you say stuff like that.
Well, I could say the same to you. Again, that's a throwaway line. Let's get real here. You're not saying that, I mean, with your political savvy, that things are getting crazier and crazier and wilder and wilder.
I think the anti-government crowd is getting crazier and crazier. There's a certain level of discontent. There's a big fight on the right. It's going to be the neocons and the crazies way on the right who support the Palins. Or is it going to be sane conservatives like David Brooks, or sane conservatives perhaps like some of our other governors like Pawlenty, who want nothing to do with the far right. Charlie Crist being driven out in Florida by the far right, he's not conservative enough for them.
Well, I'll tell you this.
The battle's on the right.
The old blue blood Republican tennis club type people, it's over for them. And they are the people that have helped bring this country down, Alan. And again, you're saying, the crazy Palin's on the right. She's about as right-wing as Mao Zedong. She can hardly read off a teleprompter. And again, the revolution, Alan, isn't on the right or the left. It's a revolution outside of that control paradigm.
Well, I understand that, but people who call themselves independent, the Tea Party people are clearly, though, on the right. They claim otherwise. They claim, we're not left or right, but they're right. They're people, or probably more libertarian, but leaning right.
Well, no, I agree with you that the largest contingent, since Glenn Beck took it over, is right-wing neocons. Right. But we were there before. We're the real libertarians. See, we want freedom. We don't want a big nanny state. We want to be left alone. And if you don't think the country's going bankrupt and they aren't building FEMA camps and you think I'm being alarmist, let's wait and see.
That's alarmist. That's crazy.
No, it's all admitted. Alan, you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to see who was right.
Yes, they will. In our lifetime.
And, Alan, you're very good at trying to set the parameters of the debate, but more and more people are waking up.
To the best of my ability.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you coming on your live 9 to midnight Central across the country with your own syndicated radio show. And I'd like to come on and debate you there. It's always fun.
It's always a pleasure.
And I appreciate you being with us. Take care, Alan Colmes.
Thank you, Alex.
Bye-bye. Retransmission starts now with Reverend David Manning, John Perkins, Webster Tarpley, and Alan Colmes. Infowars.com. Great job, crew. Great job, Genesis. See you back live tomorrow.